Camp Hill Communities California is really an organization that's dedicated to providing community-based services for people who are developmentally disabled. We try to create a community with and for the people that we are serving, working together with these people to provide a life for them. So this is not just simply a job. You can say our mission is to take what is ordinarily a job and make it into a way of life, a way of working and living together.
One of the really interesting things about yerba mate is it's a large commercial product within Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay. It's a national drink in those countries as well as southern Brazil. But virtually 99% of it is grown on sun plantations where they've cleared forest and they grow, monocrop mate. Natively it grows in the rainforest. And so we really saw this opportunity that if we could bring it back to the rainforest where it natively grows, partner with indigenous communities, with cooperatives, with family farms to be able to help them restore forests, steward existing forests, and use mate as really an economic driver for funding the whole restoration project, that we'd really have a winning formula.
I refer to it as the original operating instructions, where get kids in the kitchen and cook for people who are sick. Really simple. We started in a church kitchen. And then over the past 7 years, we've really paid attention to what's happening. Of course, we're working with organic food. We're working with nutrition education. We're working with youth development. One of our 4 operating principles as an organization is everything matters. And so we're always asking the question, how does this decision or this action create the greatest possible positive impact in the world around us?
The Rudolf Steiner Foundation has been essential to our success in California. One of the things that we do is we acquire properties in order to provide a home for individuals with developmental disabilities. And to be in a position to acquire a property in a timely fashion, we needed to have access to credit. And the Rudolf Steiner Foundation really was always the lender that was accessible to us for these situations.
RSF Social Finance is a financial services organization. Our purpose is to transform the way the world works with money. So in a lot of ways, we're like a bank and a foundation combined, and we're serving social entrepreneurs who we believe are having tremendous impact in the world.
Since 1984, RSF has been lending money to other nonprofits and businesses with a social mission. Today, we have over 85 borrowers that have collectively borrowed more than $75 million from RSF. And the money that we lend comes from 1,500 people who've lent us money. These are impact investors, and one of the cool things about RSF is it only takes $1,000 to participate.
Borrowers come to RSF for a lot of different reasons. A lot of different things drive them to us. But what ultimately, I think, is the benefit of entering into a relationship with RSF is exactly that. We believe to our core in meaningful, transparent, and long-term relationships. We've spent almost 30 years building those relationships with what we now consider a very strong community of investors, donors, borrowers, and just all-around cheerleaders of the space.
Enterprises are businesses focused on profit maximization, and social enterprises are organizations that are focused on impact maximization. We lend money in 3 focus areas: sustainable food systems, the environment, and education and the arts. And we're looking for high-impact borrowers that are addressing major social or environmental problems.
Obviously, our work is partly about community building, and so by partnering with RSF, we're helping to strengthen and enhance a whole community that has aligned values with us, that's doing transformational work in the world. They consider themselves not a lender, but a partner. By participating with them, we enter into dialogue with that larger community. I know it's directly enhanced my ability to think about the work that we're doing here, and we've barely only begun our relationship.
A lot of the work that we're all doing as sustainable businesses is very pioneering, and sometimes it can feel lonely. And so when you have partners that you can brainstorm with that help you raise the bar, it's tremendously helpful. With RSF, it's really a win-win, because not only do you have the quality of relationship, you have a great financial product.
The essence of transforming the way the world works with money for RSF is this aspect of making the participants in a financial transaction more visible to each other. And that's what we would like to see as kind of an antidote to the modern financial world that we have today.
As a social enterprise ourselves, we know how hard it is to run a successful organization, and we know enough to look beyond just what the balance sheet and the income statement tell us. So we consider ourselves to be experts in social enterprise, And as much as we can, we're here to support and help those organizations grow.